Oh, am I bound for Boston? Seriously? Tune in for the next few minutes and see. So I did that half marathon Sunday morning, and I did get my proof of time for the Disney races. Because if you do a challenge race like the Goofy or Dopey that includes a marathon, the only qualifier they will take is a qualifier for the marathon. And even if I don't care about where I start in the marathon corrals, I wanted to start a little further up in the corrals for the half. Especially this past year when I thought I was going to be doing it with my son before my unfortunate injury. So just kind of a point of pride, I wanted a proof of time, and I squeaked it in 2 hours, 29 minutes, like 30 seconds. Did not beat my all-time PR, which is about a 2:20, but that was set 14 years ago. Goodness, a while back, more than that, 16. So that was 2 days ago. I spent most of the rest of Sunday taking a nap and recuperating and watching football. And then Monday, spent some time with the wife, just getting out of the house and doing some walking around, and grilled out that afternoon, and then watched more football. And while I'm moving around, my legs are okay. It's after I've been sitting and I go to get up, and especially my calves, I am feeling it big time. And then today was back at work and back sitting in my desk chair. And again, I go to get up and there's a fair amount of unpleasant words and thoughts going through my head as I try to walk again. But tired of sitting on my butt all day, and so just out taking a walk to loosen things up. Sorry, had to go past a house where they're doing some carpentry work. So one thing about the half I did is it's in a office park type setting, and was literally in front of the medical facility where just over a year ago I got told that my hamstring is completely ruptured and needed surgery. So from that to doing a half in the span of a year, gotta love that. Gotta love modern medicine. So that was definitely a victory. And interrupted train of thought. So why do my calves hurt so darn much? I guess part of it, one could say, is not being trained as much as I should have been. Part of it is because I was pushing the pace, trying to go for the new PR and the proof of time. Part of it, crap, because I'm getting older? Probably, because I don't remember this from prior races, but then again, there's a lot of forget from race to race, which is probably why I then sign up and do it again. And I probably won't run again until maybe Thursday or Friday, this being Tuesday. But I find that the walking goes a long way toward recuperating and feeling better, which is also why I keep going into the parks after the Disney races. It's just so that I'm moving around and staying in motion. The key there is don't get in a stupid long line where you're standing. I did that the first time I went down there. Went and stood in a long honking line after the half. Did my legs tighten up from that? So lesson learned. Ever since then, if I'm in a Disney park after a race, I will pass on any long lines. The lesson learned is don't put in 20,000 steps at an air show right before you do a race like I did this past spring. And I know that falls solidly into the duh column, but sometimes it's hard to realize how many steps you're accumulating at the time until later that afternoon when you see how much walking you've done. Why this coming spring I'm gonna skip the springtime surprise and just enjoy the parks and the air show and let that be that. A whole lot else to say about this past weekend other than the weight continues to trend downward, and happy that I was able to sneak in a half in under 2.5 hours, and as always that I'm still happy to be able to run at all. So as I climb a hill here and can't breathe, I will keep training. We've got fake fall right now where it's cooler and feels nice and the humidity's dropped, and that'll change again in another week. But now that we're past Labor Day, it's time for training to begin in earnest for marathon weekend in January. And I'll be out there and start accumulating the mileage, getting myself geared up for the the Goofy, which will then be a mix of this is going to be so much fun mixed with why did I make this decision? And no, that is not in any way, shape, or form to even suggest I'm relating the two, just that mindset. So let me be clear there. Anyhow, not a whole lot else to say except out recuperating and stretching the legs and getting ready to ramp back up the training. So thanks for watching. Hope you're out running, flying, or driving and enjoying. Until next time, this is Andrew for Wings, Wheels, and Feet.